If you manage to grab the latest and greatest Intel Core i9-12900K, then you'll need the best motherboard to go along with it. As the Intel Core i9-12900K is arguably the fastest gaming processor on the market, we have to be very meticulous in our approach when selecting suitable motherboards for it. We've done an extensive review of the top 5 motherboards for Intel i9-12900K and rated them according to VRM Design, aesthetics, connectivity, and value for money. Price information and all motherboards mentioned in the video are available in the description. You can also find a more detailed analysis and reviews of the 7 best motherboards on our website, bestmotherboardzone.com. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from us. So let's get started. Number 5, MSI Pro Z690A Wi-Fi. The MSI Pro Z690A Wi-Fi is one of the best value and most reasonable choices for those who want to maximize their i9-12900K gaming experience without breaking the bank. This motherboard offers all basic features without compromise on performance, which makes it perfect if you don't need anything extra fancy but still want a flagship platform for your Alder Lake CPU. Since it is based on the Z690 chipset, the MSI Pro Z690A Wi-Fi motherboard is a great choice for users that want to overclock their i9-12900K processor without spending a lot of money. This Intel chipset offers maximum overclocking functionality which is not found on other budget chipsets. In terms of power delivery, the MSI Pro Z690A is a great choice for modern overclocking, but if you want to do anything more than that, this board may not be up your alley. The 8+4 phase VRM is acceptable at best, but that's what you expect from a value-oriented Z690 motherboard. The VRM gets adequately cooled using large heatsink with several fins, however, you cannot expect it to hold up with competitive overclocks over an extended period of time. The Z690 chipset at this price point is an incredible bonus, coupled with the ability to use DDR5 memory and PCIe Gen 5 ports too. There are also 4 M2 slots for your storage needs, and the connectivity is handled by a 2.5 gigabit Ether LAN port as well as Wi-Fi 6E. One big drawback of the Z690A is that it only has 6 rear USB ports, which can get populated really quickly. We would have liked to see at least 8 rear USB ports for a bit of upgradability down the line. The MSI Pro Z690A has a rather dull and basic design, as it does not have any significant RGB lighting zones on the board. Since there isn't any other color or palette for added flair, it makes this board look last in innovation compared to its competitors. On the plus side, the Pro Z690A is a basic board that will save you from installing 30 different RGB software. This makes you build more stable and simple by eliminating extra programs such as lighting control panels or fan profiles required for customizing your system according to your taste. In terms of alternatives, the Asus Prime Z690P falls close in price to the MSI Pro Z690A. However, it falls short when it comes to the overall feature set. Moreover, the VRM design of the MSI option is superior, making it our pick for this spot. Conclusively, the MSI Pro Z690A is an excellent choice for those looking to purchase one of the best value motherboards for the 12th gen Alder Lake processors like the i9-12900K. It offers a variety of features and acceptable power delivery at an affordable price point, which is about everything you can ask for in a gaming motherboard. Number 4, MSI MPG Z690 Carbon Wi-Fi. If you're looking for a high-end, performance-oriented motherboard to power your i9-12900K CPU with excellent features and technologies, then look no further than the MSI MPG Z690 Carbon Wi-Fi. This expertly crafted piece of hardware not only has top-notch stability, but also provides extreme overclocking capabilities thanks to its supreme VRM design. The MSI MPG Z690 Carbon Wi-Fi features an 18+1+1 phase VRM with 75 amp power stages. This ensures enthusiast-grade CPU overclocking capability for high-end processors such as the Intel Core i9-12900K. The MSI BIOS has also been specially designed to be user-friendly in terms of temperature management and automatic overclocking options. Moreover, the VRMs in this motherboard are adequately cooled by large heatsinks, which make sure that the temperature remains within reasonable limits under extended load periods. The all-around overclocking suite makes this motherboard the best overclocking motherboard for the i9-12900K. When it comes to features, it becomes clear that the MSI MPG Z690 Carbon Wi-Fi is designed for high-end gamers and overclockers, with an array of options that will meet even the most demanding needs. Our selected variant comes equipped with support for DDR5 memory of speeds up to 6,666 MHz. It has the standard PCIe Gen 5 support, 2.5 gigabit Ether LAN port, and Wi-Fi 6E to make your life easier while also coming with 5 M2 slots for storage needs as well. There's nothing much else you can ask from a high-end PC in 2022. When it comes to design and aesthetics, the MSI MPG Z690 Carbon Wi-Fi is a unique motherboard. It sets itself apart with its use of carbon fiber pattern and adds an extra touch of prominently featured MSI Dragon graphics on top. The large RGB Dragon logo over the I/O cover may not go well with all builds, but it is certainly an interesting choice. Further analyzing this polar polarizing design choice, the entire PCB is covered in heatsinks and heat spreaders, and you barely get to see the PCB at all. MSI wrote carbon near where they placed the chipset heatsink, which makes it a little more unique. MSI Z690 Tomahawk is an alternative option to the MSI MPG Z690 Carbon Wi-Fi, but we went with the latter because of the superior power delivery setup over the Z690 Carbon Wi-Fi. Furthermore, the Tomahawk offers an inferior feature set as well. The MSI MPG Z690 Carbon Wi-Fi motherboard is an excellent choice for those looking to overclock their processor. It's in the premium price bracket, which makes it a bit of a difficult buy, but it still has solid features that make this board stand out from the rest. Number 3. Asus TUF Gaming Z690 Plus Wi-Fi. The Asus TUF series has always been known for its high quality and user-friendly motherboards. The newest addition to this renowned lineup is the Asus Z690 Plus Wi-Fi board, which offers significant features considering its low cost. You do not even have to worry about wasting your older DDR4 modules, since this is the DDR4 variant of this board. Even though the pricing of the Asus TUF Gaming Z690 Plus Wi-Fi is rather modest, Asus has not sacrificed the power delivery system at all. The 14+4 phase VRM design is quite robust for any modern Alder Lake CPU, and you can even dabble in moderate overclocking on your i9-12900K. Asus has provided some sizable VRM heatsinks on this board as well, which are adequately finned to improve heat dissipation. While you shouldn't expect competitive overclocking results on a flagship CPU such as the i9-12900K, this setup should still be good enough for most gamers out there. The TUF Z690 Plus is a budget-oriented motherboard that features standard 2.5 gigabit Ether LAN and Wi-Fi support, but it lacks excessive amounts of USB ports like other motherboards in its class, 8 in total. We would have liked to see a few more rear USB ports to improve this segment. Asus has, however, provided 4 M2 slots for storage on the board, which is a pretty good suite for modern gaming PCs. The rear I/O has a DisplayPort output, but the HDMI port is missing, which can often be helpful in troubleshooting. The aesthetics of this motherboard are quite decent and carry the design language of the TUF brand. The logo lights up in different colors depending on your RGB configuration, and there's even an RGB glow from the chipset heatsink. It may not seem like much, but look closely and you'll notice Z690 written over the I/O cover with TUF Gaming proudly displayed below that. In the budget segment, Asus also offers the Asus Prime Z690A motherboard, but we chose the Asus TUF Z690 Plus because of its robust power delivery system and versatile feature set. You may also consider the Asus ROG Strix Z690A instead, but it's still a bit more expensive than the TUF option. Conclusively, the TUF Z690 Plus Wi-Fi is a great low-cost option for gamers who want value and performance without sacrificing their pockets. The board delivers what it promises, which means you won't be disappointed with this purchase. It can be crowned as the very best budget motherboard for the i9-12900K. To sum up, what we like is that it's ideal for DDR4 builds. It's quite affordable, decent power delivery, premium networking, and the understated design. On the downside, there are a few rear USB ports and it lacks of HDMI output. Our rating for VRM design is 8.5 out of 10. Features, 8 out of 10. Aesthetics, 8 out of 10. Value for money, 9 out of 10 for an overall rating of 8.5 out of 10. Number 2, Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Master. Gigabyte's Aorus line of motherboards has always been known for its excellent premium offerings, and that trend continues with the latest Intel 12th generation processors as well. The Z690 Aorus Master Edition combines a powerful power delivery system together with some unique features which are almost too good to be true, albeit at a steep price point. The VRM setup on the Z690 Aorus Master is an extremely impressive 22-phase design, out of which 19 are dedicated to providing clean and stable power to the CPU. With 22 phases and 105 amps available for the CPU, this Z690 Aorus Master ensures that even i9-12900K overclockers can trust their setup. Moreover, the power delivery system is also efficiently cooled with multiple heat sinks, so temperatures won't be an issue. The heat sinks are adequately finned as well, further improving the surface area and the heat dissipation potential. In the department of features, the Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Master is a beast of an ATX motherboard with everything you could need. With its wide variety in terms of options and capabilities, there's no way it could be lacking. We've chosen the DDR5 variant that supports DDR5 memory up to 6,400 MHz, perfect for any high-end Alder Lake processor on the market today, such as the Core i9-12900K. Gigabyte has outfitted this board with the Aquantia 10GB Ether LAN port, which provides plenty of bandwidth for all your networking needs. You can also take advantage of wireless connectivity using Wi-Fi 6E protocol, a nice touch. The rear I/O includes 11 USB ports and 2 USB-C variations to ensure that you're equipped when it comes to networking. There is no HDMI output here, which would have been nice for troubleshooting. For storage, 4 M2 slots will keep things running smoothly in here no matter what comes next year or sooner. The Gigabyte Z690 Aorus Master is one of the more premium looking boards out there. The whole front side has heat sinks and spreaders that give it an elegant look, while at first glance glance, you can't really tell the PCB apart from the heat spreaders with all this black surface area. Moreover, the RGB lighting on this board covers most of the I/O cover adjacent to the VRM heatsinks. The chipset heatsink also has a subtle but still appealing design language. While it could have been cleaner looking from every perspective, you can't deny that what they've got works well for them. Gigabyte also offers other variants of the Aorus line based on the Z690 chipset, such as the Aorus Z690 Elite and the Z690 Extreme, but the Z690 Master takes the recommendation thanks to its excellent value for money. It is quite expensive, but the balance of price to performance is rather good. Overall, Gigabyte's Aorus Master Z690 is a great option for gamers who want to take their system as far into the future as possible. With a unique feature set and enough power under its VRM heatsinks, this motherboard is certainly a very attractive buy for enthusiasts, even though it's out of reach for most gamers thanks to its steep price. Number 1. Asus ROG Maximus Z690 Hero. The Asus ROG series has been the go-to for enthusiasts looking to pair a premium motherboard with their dream processor. The i9-12900K is no exception, and as such, we highly recommend any enthusiast to consider the Asus ROG Maximus Z690 Hero if you want to build a high-end gaming or workstation PC using Intel's Alder Lake flagship. In a world where most motherboards have basic VRM designs, the Asus Maximus Z690 Hero stands out because it features a 20+1 phase power delivery system with 90 amp stages. This should be more than enough to handle any overclocking you might want to do on a processor like the i9-12900K. The Z690 Hero has another trick that makes it an excellent choice for enthusiast-level overclocking with Intel's flagship Core i9-12900K. With large heatsinks, adequate fins to cool the VRM efficiently, and no problems under prolonged loads, this motherboard should be perfect if you want performance without any hassle. Moving on to the features, the Maximus Z690 Hero is a premium motherboard with all the features you would expect from such an expensive product. It supports DDR5 memory at speeds of up to 6400 MHz, which guarantees that your system will be up to date with the latest memory standards of 2022. The Maximus Hero offers a 2.5 gigabit Ether-LAN port and Wi-Fi 6E for connectivity, as well as 5 M2 slots if you install the PCIe expansion card to give it more storage power. It also includes 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, which is an interesting inclusion considering some competitors don't have this feature at all or only offer one such type of connection. However, we would have also liked to see the addition of a DisplayPort output to the rear I/O, as it sometimes helps in troubleshooting. Aesthetically, Asus has implemented a fresh new design language with this generation of Maximus board. With its pixelated design, the ROG Maximus Z690 Hero is reminiscent of old-school computer games. The design of this board is rather impressive but straightforward, with large heatsinks covering up the actual PCB. There's RGB lighting on both the I/O cover and the chipset cover, while most of the components of the board are covered up by massive heat spreaders in a matte finish. We give the edge to the ROG Maximus Z690 Hero over the more expensive Maximus variants, such as the Z690 Extreme, because the Hero has a way better price-to-performance output. Another competing alternative can be the MSI Z690 Godlike, which is also a ridiculously expensive option. All in all, this high-end motherboard is the best option if you want to make your Core i9-12900K as powerful and stable as possible for gaming, productivity, or simple synthetic tests that require a lot from hardware like rendering. It has got an excellent power delivery system and a versatile feature set, which is hard to find on other boards. However, the price tag is rather high, so potential buyers should definitely do their due diligence before finalizing their decision. So what do you think? Do you think another motherboard's better for the 12900K? Tell us your opinion. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.